Yo, it's me. It's the Danny C Show on the D&D Show. Today, I've got a good friend of mine with me today. I've got the one and only BatchGaming.
Good evening.
Hey, what's good, man?
Oh, not too bad. Just been looking forward to this.
I know you have. I've been looking forward to this as well. I think it's going to be a really, really good episode. I'm going to give you an intro. Are you ready for this? He is the needle maker of BatchGaming. He's a content creator from the UK. I can never pronounce where you're from, mind. I always get it wrong, so I'm not even going to try that. But he plays PC and PlayStation, and today he is my guest on the D&D Show, baby. Woo!
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
So how are you? How's things?
Not too bad. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has been a while, hasn't it? It's been...
yeah.
How's the games? What are we liking at the moment? What are you needle deep in? See what I did there? See what I did?
Escape From Tarkov, I think. And Euro Truck Simulator too.
Ah, nice.
Maybe a mix of Destiny 2 as well, try and catch up with that. But those are the three games I've been playing on at the minute.
Yeah. How are you finding Tarkov? Because I played that when it first came out and I couldn't get into it. It wasn't for me. I kept spawning in and just dying. So I gave it up.
It is one of those challenging games, but I really like it over what I used to play with Call of Duty. Is much more.
Yeah. Because you play it on controller, didn't you?
Yeah, I do play it on the controller, yeah.
How do you play? How are you finding that on controller? Is it harder because there's more buttons? Is there more buttons and whatnot? Is it easier? What's your thing?
Not too bad, but you still have to use a keyboard to push.
Oh, so you've got to use a controller and a keyboard on the side.
Yeah, but it's not that hard to use anyway.
Yeah. Is it easy to set up though?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's the Steam's community controller layout feature that I've used. So it's just finding the right controller layout and away we go.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's So when it first came out, I played it for like two months, if that. Yeah. I gave it a bit of time, and I was like, "This isn't for me." I played freaking Call of Duty. I played Forza. I played Battlefield. I thought it was going to be one. Bear in mind, I paid 30 quid for the damn thing when it came out, and I was like, "Oh, I'll give this a go," because Mr. Primal HD goes, "Oh, I'm going to buy Escape From Tarkov. I think you should get it too, and I think we'll have some fun with it."
Is he 2 months later,
dead. I don't think he does.
Oh no!
Maybe you can sweet talk him into playing it again. He's playing a lot of Valorant at the moment.
Let me message him on Discord.
Drop him a cheeky message. Say, Danny told me you bought Escape From Tarkov 2 years ago. You slimy sod. Where's my invite?
Yeah.
Oh man. What was I gonna say? There was So I gave it up after like 2 months. I just couldn't do it. It wasn't for me. I should have. Yeah. I should have watched people play it. I should have watched some content on it. I bit the bullet.
Now we got PvE side of things. I feel more comfortable now with that. Yeah,
it's changed a lot now, hasn't it? There's obviously that mode, and there's the. So which way around is it? PvE is against other people.
It's AI.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is it similar to in the way that it plays? Is it similar to what am I thinking of? I can see the writing on the front cover. It's an Xbox game. I can't think of the name of it. You go up against AI and bots and stuff when you're playing. I can't think of it.
I can't remember it now, to be honest.
Grey background, yellow text. What am I thinking of? I can't think. Paddy used to play it all the time. I can't think. I'm actually having a brain fart. I can't think of what it's called. It's on. I'm gonna check Twitch. someone will be playing it on Twitch. Let me have a look. Twitch. Someone will be playing it. I will find it now. It's gonna bug me otherwise.
I can't remember it. I can't remember what
categories.
game it is at all.
Oh, The Division.
Division. I've always played it.
The Division 2. That's what I was thinking of in terms of like you going up against AI and bots and stuff all the time. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know why it took me so long to find that name. But yeah, is it like the PvE side? Is that like playing The Division in terms of you just playing up against AI bots and stuff like that? And
exactly, but the PMCs were using emissaries of community people, actual community players of Tarkov, and putting their AI versions of themselves in there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Quite interesting.
I might have to re-download that and give it a second.
I definitely would. I definitely would. Especially when PvEs are separate now to the most expensive expansion with the Unheard Edition.
So is that included in the full game, or is that a like have you got a
separate? It's a separate expansion, yeah.
Ah, maybe that's why. Why I thought I did something about a big update, and they've sorted something with the graphics as well. Does that play a lot better now? The graphics and whatnot, are they better from before?
Still in the works. I think they're doing another update later in the year with Unity for new Unity engine.
Yeah,
so that's still in works.
What engine are they on at the moment? Unity, is it?
Yeah, I think it's Unreal Engine. I think.
Is it Unreal? Right. I was gonna say Unreal 5 would look amazing on that game.
Yeah.
What was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you about your Euro Truck. That was it. I was going to ask you about Euro Truck before we deep dive into your questions. How are you finding Euro Truck? Are you still rubber ducking down the motorways and calling people?
Yeah. I've got my own dedicated server now. So
that's pretty cool. I remember when me and Tinks were on stream on Euro Truck, and I was like, I swear to God, I've just seen Batch's name just like drive by. And then out of nowhere, I heard 10-4 rubber duck. And I was like, what the hell is that all about?
Oh, you said duck instead of the other word.
Yeah, I said, duck. We're going to use duck for that one. Yeah, just like, Tink spends so many hours playing Euro Truck. It's unreal. And she doesn't get bored of it.
Yeah.
She's like, she does long hauls, short hauls. She loves it. She spent more hours on that game than anything she's ever played, I think.
What's the longest haul you ever done?
I think we did Newcastle to somewhere in Germany, I think, or Slovakia. Slovakia. I can't say it. Slovakia.
Yeah.
She made me do a long, this was the Sunday that I was off work. We went from Newcastle down to Dover, did the port thing through Cali, up through Amsterdam, all of that way, and then up through another port. Then it was really good. Like even though I get tired playing driving games, I was like, so because of obviously the gates that you got to drive through, and you got the toll booths. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
the toll booths keep me awake. So I'm like, toll booth, and I've got to try and stop without hitting the toll booth gates and stuff. And yeah,
I haven't ever done that. Oh no.
I got stuck in one of them before. I couldn't actually get out.
I had to actually go back into the garage to do that.
Yeah, I've had to do F7 to fix the cabin. I've had to do that a few times. That's my problem. I go speeding too fast and I try and slow down really quick, and then I end up jackknifing the truck and I end up straight into the barrier. Right, shall we deep dive into these questions? Let's find out your history with your games. All right. So, what was your first console? What was your first console experience?
It was the Sega Master System 2, to be fair.
Was that the small one? That was the not the long one, the small one, the 16-bit, the square looking thing.
Yeah, it had Sonic the Hedgehog and So the Sonic the Hedgehog you had built in, or was the Alex the Kid?
I had what did I have? I had Alex the Kid in mine.
Oh, you had the opposite one.
You had Sonic, did you? Sonic was like one of the first 2 games I think I remember playing as a kid. I think Mario was one on the NES, and then Alex the Kid and Sonic was close to each other. I remember trying to do Alex the Kid a lot, but Sonic I just fell in love with, like, and the fact that you couldn't pause it and come back to it and you had to do it all in one sitting. Spent some time trying to complete that thing. I still can't do it now.
The only way around it was to press that pause button on the console, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was it was on the bottom left, I think it was. I've got a Sega Mega Drive here. I might have a little nosy. Stay right there. It's the left one. I had a little nosy. I could see it in my shelves. I was like, it's the left one. It's the left one. It is the left one. Yeah, that's my first experience was the NES or the Master System. I can't remember the Mega Drive. Sorry, not Master System. The one of the two. My mum keeps saying it's the NES. I keep thinking it's the Mega Drive. But it's like, do you remember like playing it for the first time though, and just like being in like so engulfed in the graphics compared to like what we got now?
It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. How it's progressed.
It's nuts because that's only like 16-bit, isn't it? Such a small, like, you could run that on your phone now. That's the stupid thing. It's madness. Yeah. So I was saying the NES. Do you remember the NES? The one we put the cartridge in, push down. Yeah. My father-in-law, my stepfather, or I call my real dad, but for this purpose, my stepdad, he used to fix mine. So mine, when I put the cartridge in and push down, it'd pop back up on its own, like it wouldn't lock into place.
Wow. Oh no!
So he figured out a fix. Put a slipper on the top. I kid you not. You slide the cartridge in, push down, and to stop from popping back up, slide the slipper in backwards, and it would like keep the cartridge in and lock it in place.
Wow!
And like that was me sold. Like he was my dad from then on, and it was nuts. And that was like that's what sold. That was what sold me on him. It was like, he fixed my console. He's the best guy on the planet. And then that was it. We just got on. We just like bonded. It was really cool. On your so that was your first console, was a Sega Mega Drive. Was Sonic your first game you ever remember playing?
No, in fact, I'll go further back than that. It's not an actual console. It's classic computer officers, Lord Sugar's Amstrad CPC6128.
Blinking hell.
The first game I remember playing was Paperboy.
Oh my god.
Chucking newspapers at letterboxes and all that.
You know, I got vivid memories of that. Just throwing papers. I don't know why I remember, because I don't think I've ever played it. I think I've just seen it. Or I've seen someone else playing it, and that's the memory that's stuck in my mind. Like it's that's mad, man. That goes way back.
It does, doesn't it?
What year was that? That must have been
late 80s, I would say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I'm an 86 baby, so I'm like 80. I want to say 87, 88.
Ooh, you were actually spot on. 1988. Yeah.
I know my stuff.
1990s with my game there.
Yeah.
That's when I had it. Yeah.
That's mad, man. That's my first game was Mario or Sonic. I don't remember which way around it was. I will argue with my mum to this day that it was Sonic, and she'll say Mario.
I was away.
Yeah. 1985. Oh, you're only a year. Blinking hell, you're closer to me than I thought. I thought you were younger than me. I thought you had
you're way around.
Flipping heck. That's mad. I thought so. You're closer to Dee's age than you are to me. That's mad. Because Dee's 84.
Yeah.
You're 85. I'm 86. That's mad. That's blowing my mind. Because I'm January, so you're like literally
a couple of months.
October, November, December, January. 3 months. That's bonkers, man. 3 months apart. That's mad. Right, going back to the games. Do you remember your first online game?
Yes, it was the very first PS2 game that was online. I think it was Killzone.
Killzone. I thought you were going to say Medal of Honor. God damn it.
No, it was Killzone, actually. Nice try.
I thought you were going to say Medal of Honor because that was the only one I remember on the PS2 I remember playing because it came with a headset. That's why I remember it so much.
Yeah, I've first discovered online with Killzone with all the Halagast soldiers and orange goggles and all that.
Yeah. How did you find that?
Oh, it was fantastic fun back in the day.
Do you remember having to start the PS2 up with a disc in for the internet?
Yes. And the adapter on the back, yeah.
Yeah, I've still got the adapter on the back of my PS2.
You're joking.
I swear to God.
Why?
My PS2 doesn't work, mine, because I had a bit of a oh crap moment a couple of years ago where I needed thermal pads for my PS4. So I sacrificed the PS2 to get thermal pads for my PS4 because it was overheating.
Oh, nice.
Don't shoot me. It was I had to take apart the PS2, take the thermal pad off the CPU and cut it up and use it as thermal pads for the PS4 to get it to work. So I feel a little bit gutted for myself because I want to get another PS2 now. I still got the adapter, it's still like it all works and everything. And it's bonkers, man. The adapter was so good because it had the hard drive space underneath the PS2. Do you remember that? Yeah.
It did, yeah.
And you could back up your games onto a hard drive. And if you were naughty and you had a naughty memory card, you could play said games from the hard drive without the discs. If you remember that, we'll talk no more about it.
Remember that, to be honest.
Yeah, that was something they did. You could back up your games and play them off the hard drive without a disc. Because the PS2 disc was the tray, you could leave it open and then play it on the from the hard drive. It was really like a kind of a late thing. I think they figured it out quite late in the life cycle. But yeah, that's going back a few years. I remember putting in each game one by one and actually send them to the hard drive. And then my hard drive broke and I was absolutely devastated because I had about 130 odd games on it. Absolutely madness. Wow. Do you remember your first ever campaign that you completed?
Metal Gear Solid back on the PS1.
Oh,
the first one, yeah.
I didn't have you down as a Metal Gear Solid guy.
Oh, what did you have me as in?
I had you down as a Crash Bandicoot kind of guy.
Oh, I didn't get to it till later than that.
No?
Way later than that, because I didn't do it till I got into the streaming side. I never ever completed it.
That's mad. I had you down as a Crash guy, so I was like, when I was going through the questions, and I sent you the copy of the questions to give you a heads up. I put my predictions either like on the end. I was like, Crash. He's gonna be a Crash guy. I have a feeling he's got Crash like nailed. He knows how to do the spinning thing, smash all the boxes. I got him down as a Crash guy. Metal Gear Solid has just blown me away.
It wasn't till 2016. I'd done that. Done Crash Bandicoot all through.
Did you play all of them?
All three of them, yeah.
Nice. Did you ever play the Crash Team Racing?
Yes.
I friggin' loved that game.
Fantastic back in the day, yes.
As my donation alert on Twitch, it's the Ooga Booga sound. It's the Ooga Booga, and all that jazzy noise. Oh, it's wicked. It sets my heart racing every time I hear it. But it was such a good game, though.
One of the Crash noises, actually. Funny,
What's that?
I think one of my alerts is actually Crash noise.
Have you heard a Crash alert as well? I do love the sounds from Crash. So all the sounds from the racing games and whatnot.
I think it's a one-up. The one-up sound I have.
Yeah.
Ding.
Oh, I know it. Oh, blinking hell. I've got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Any game on the planet, any game at all, what is your all-time favorite game?
Or did you have a guess what you put? Let me have a guess what you put then.
Go on.
Crash. You put Crash down, didn't you?
I did put Crash down.
Oh, again, Metal Gear Solid. That's my favorite.
Metal Gear, that's mad. How did you find the Metal Gear series?
I loved it. I'm dying to play the I think it's a deluxe edition, deluxe collect.
The deluxe collector's edition. That's it.
Yeah,
that's mad. See, I had you down as a Crash guy all the way through these questions.
Oh no!
I got a lot of them where I went Crash.
Yeah.
So and so Crash. Oh man, was that like? Did you spend a lot of time on that?
I haven't been on Metal Gear Solid for that obviously years, but it's been stuck in my head. That's been the best one. Yeah.
Okay. What's a game you thought you'd like, but you actually hated? You know when you see like a game and you go, "Oh, I'm gonna get that," and then you try it and you hate it.
Rainbow Six Extraction was goddamn awful. I thought I loved that.
I gotta say, I had a Rainbow Six game in mind for you, but it wasn't that one.
Oh no!
I had Rainbow Six Siege.
I was about to put Siege. I thought, no, I enjoyed it afterwards. You know, it was like, nah. Extraction.
I had you down as Siege. I was like, it's gotta be Siege. I can't think it's gonna be Siege, but I'll take Extraction. It's close enough. It's close enough. What was it that you hated about it?
I just couldn't get used to the idea of how you play it. It's just ridiculous.
I tried so you know when the open beta came out for it, or the early testing, I actually tried it and I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? I
didn't like it either. Don't worry, you're not alone. I was just like, it kind of felt like a Call of Duty Zombies ripoff kind of thing.
Did you think that?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was really weird. It was like I couldn't explain it in a way that would make sense. It just felt like a zombies ripoff to me. That I don't know, like a weird zombies ripoff.
It did feel weird.
Okay, then the other way around. What's a popular game everyone seems to love but you don't like?
I used to enjoy it, but now I don't.
Go on.
Call of Duty Warzone.
Yeah, I had something. I had Call of Duty down for you.
Well, close.
I'm getting there.
I mean, both of them actually.
I'm getting you down to a T. I'm like, oh, I'm on the dotted lines. I'm crossing them lines. I'm almost there. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be Call of Duty. I didn't expect it to be Warzone though. I was more like the multiplayer side.
Honestly, I'm thinking both of them, to be honest. I think Warzone's just pushed me a bit more towards that.
Here's something I bet you weren't expecting me to say. I haven't played Warzone in 6 months.
What?
Yeah. What? You remember how much I used to stream it and how much I used to play Rebirth Island? I haven't played it for 6 months. I haven't played multiplayer for 5 months. I did, however, try the Black Ops 6 beta because it was an open beta and I didn't like it. I just don't like what they've done with it. I don't like the fact they're forcing you to use streaming textures. Like no one's got perfect internet. Like I've got friggin' a gig download speed and 150 upload, and mine was fine. But even then, on the game, it still felt jaggedy and like. And there's no way to do. You can't even turn them off. They're forcing people to use them now.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh no, this isn't for me, and deleted it. It's gone.
Wow.
It's gone bye. I know. I didn't expect. I was hoping I would like it because I wouldn't mind going back and having something else to play outside of Valorant because I'm addicted to it at the moment.
Yeah.
So I was kind of hoping for something new to come and take me away and pull me away a little bit. But yeah, it just wasn't for me. It really, really wasn't. Okay. What's the game you didn't expect to enjoy but ended up liking?
Yeah, I'll bet you got this one right.
Go on.
Escape from Tarkov. I never expected to enjoy it.
Yes.
Expected it to be that fun. But it's brutal, but I just enjoy it.
I didn't expect you to play it as long as you have. I think I remember seeing you play it for the first time. I think I remember seeing it come up on your Discord status that you were playing Escape from Tarkov, and I was like, there's no way in hell Batch is spending more than a week playing that game. I'm sorry. No way. Not a hope in hell.
Good day, mate.
What are we now? Like 6 months later?
That's yesterday, wasn't it?
I'm just like, he's still on it. I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I didn't have you down to play. Like, I had about a week max. I was like, he's gonna play for about a week.
Yeah,
and then
TV's thrown me back in. It's absolutely brilliant.
I may have to have a look at it. See if I can talk myself into giving it another try.
Messaging.
Yeah, don't forget message Primal HD.
Primal, get back
drop a message and be like, "Oi, Mush, Danny's just dropped you in it and told me that you bought Escape from Tarkov."
Set my phone request on there.
Yeah, get him on it. Like, "Oh, you come here." Okay, this one I don't think I'm anywhere near this one. What game have you spent the most number of hours on?
Ooh, 6 and 8 hours. This one.
Ooh,
it's Destiny across both Destiny 1 and 2.
Ah, I'm completely the other way.
Oh yeah,
I had you down as Eurotruck.
Wow.
I had you down as Eurotruck. I thought Eurotruck or Tarkov was going to be the other one, but I didn't think that you'd had it for that long, so I wasn't sure how far back you went with.
I've worked out since I've been playing it from beta days of the first Destiny. It was 6 and 8 hours.
That's mad.
It dwarfed Eurotruck by quite so much.
That's mad, man.
Yeah.
All right. If you lived in the world of the last game you ever played, what world would you be in?
I'll be absolutely terrified if I live here. Russia. It's Escape from
it's Escape from. I was gonna say. I think you were on that today, weren't you? Am I right in thinking you were on that today?
Yeah.
I'm sure I seen a thumbnail when I was finishing stream. I was like, he's on that bloody Tarkov again. I was like, he's addicted. He's all over it.
Yeah, I would be extremely terrified if I lived there, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be in. I don't know where Valorant's based, so I don't know, but I know it'd be a friggin' small icebox. That's what it was. That was the last map I played. Icebox on Valorant. All right. Bit of a weird question on this one. Have you ever had a crush on a video game character?
Oh, come on. No, everyone used to probably have a crush on this one.
I think I've got the answer to this.
Go on.
I think it's Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
Correct.
Yes!
Yeah. He's got this one, right? Hey.
Because it was
Who wouldn't?
It had to be every guy's first.
Yeah.
It had to be. Unless it was one of the characters from the fighting games, the 2D fighting games. I can't think of their names, but oh my god. Lara Croft. Woo!
Oh, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
Oh my word. Ooh. So I got that one right. This could be interesting because I think I know the answer to this. If you could have any game remastered, what would you choose?
If you're thinking what you're thinking, probably not.
Ooh.
Time Splitter series. I would say the Time Splitters series between 1 and 2 and Feature Perfect with proper online multiplayer again.
Which one?
Time Splitters.
Oh, Time Splitters.
Oh,
yeah. I was nowhere. I had nowhere near on that.
What did you think it was going to
be? Don't laugh. I put a remake, like a whole HD remaster of Destiny.
No.
I know. I'm Destiny doesn't even need a friggin' remake. That's why I was so confused when I did it.
That's one that I don't think it needs.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, I put Destiny because I think it's still an old game, but like
still alive.
Yeah, it's still playable. They've made it free to play now, haven't they?
Just patch it up with better graphics. That's what we need to do.
That's the only good thing with now games is just friggin' download an update, free graphics update, boom.
What about Time Splitters being back on the PlayStation recently? That's fantastic. I'm just enjoying that. Reliving all my old memories.
Haven't they made Destiny 2 free to play?
Yes.
That's nuts. Like
the expansion, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to pay for.
That's a pretty good way to sell your expansions though. Make the base game free, get people loving it, and then charge them for the expansions. Like didn't the Division do something like that?
I think they did. With I remember it's Division 2 is one of those.
Yeah,
I think it's Warlords of New York or something. Bringing back the old.
I'm sure they charged you for that.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, this could be an interesting one. I think I know the answer to this. Have you ever pretended to be sick to get out of something so you could play a game on release?
I've been a good boy. I did it a different way around.
Oh, tell me more.
I never did pull sicky, but I always put requests for holidays at work.
Ah, you slimy dog.
Yeah. Every time I we'll put a request for a holiday, but I can't accept it. But yeah.
Nice. See, I think I did it once for the release of. I think I did it for Modern Warfare 3. Not the new one, the older one.
Wow. Yeah.
I think I did it for that while I was working in a nightclub in Cardiff, and it was a midnight release, and I was like, I need a. So I made the phone call. Bring. Barry's at Cardiff. Hi, it's Dan. I've got flu. Okay, see you in 48 hours.
Did you ever get caught at the line at your queue line waiting in line there?
No. I went full hoodie. I went everything. Hoodie up, jacket wrapped around me in my shorts, waiting for that queue to go down. Queue went down. I was in there, out of there.
I'll see Danny in the line.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine my manager being in the same queue?
Yes.
Say the same excuse. I got flu. I know. Both of you are in the same queue. Like, yeah. Sorry about that. It'd be funny though. You imagine the conversations at work. You'd be like, we were both ill. We both had the flu. Had nothing to do with Modern Warfare 3 coming out. Queuing up at Tesco's together at the same time. Oh, man. Okay. Last question before we deep dive into some stuff.
Go on then.
First handheld gaming experience.
Oh. Sega Game Gear, mate.
The Game Gear?
I did have a Game Gear with the adapter to play Master System games on the go, yeah.
That's mad.
Oh, yes. That's been fantastic.
I had you down as an N-Gauge.
No, never touched it.
You didn't touch it, did you?
Never had an N-Gauge in my life, no.
I actually saw a load of N-Gauges while me and Tinks were in Bristol.
Yeah.
There was one in the CEX shop, and I was like, now that's nostalgic. Like that's going back. But they had everything. They had PSPs. They had the Vita, the PSP Go, the original Game Boy. You remember them? The old Game Boy Colors and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
They had loads of them, like all sorts of stuff. What was your like your earliest memory from your handheld experience like?
On the Hedgehog, I've been playing that for about on the go while traveling.
See, I never knew they did that for the Game Gear. The
You never
adapter.
did?
No.
I remember you having the TV one, but never had that. But
Yeah.
see, Master System adapter for it. Yeah.
That's mad. Imagine I'd love to have one of them because I fell in love with Alex the Kid. See,
Yeah.
Even to this day, I've got it on my I got it on Epic Games. Alex the Kid in something land. I can't think. But it's on my wish list and it's in my library. There's like 2 versions of this: an XL version that all the graphics are enhanced and stuff like that, and then there's the standard version. Yeah. Oh man, I freaking loved it. I would have loved to have played Alex the Kid on the go. I would probably know my luck. I would have been one of them guys that got stuck on the train for freaking 5 hours.
Alex the Kid Miracle World.
That's the one, Miracle World.
Yeah,
where you got to go into the water and do a load of missions under there as well.
Yep.
And you got to do the rock paper scissors.
Yeah, that's
I freaking love that.
So weird. The boss fights have to be rock paper scissors every time.
I can't remember the sound. Do you remember the sound for that? Dun dun dun. Boo. It was like a really weird sound. It was like dun 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 boom boom boo, and then you have to do your rock paper scissors. Don't mind me and my sound effects. It's fine. What was your not Game Gear? Yeah, Game Gear was your first. Yeah. Or did you go through any others on your way?
The PSP, that's about it, I think.
Yeah. Did you not touch the Vita or the PSP Go?
My fiance does, but does have one, but I've never touched
it. The Vita, is it?
Yeah.
See, I went through, what did I start off with? The PSP. I started off on that. I loved that. That was like one of my favorite things to ever buy was a PSP. I went through so many games and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were the little disc ones, weren't they? The ones that came out on a weird shaped disc with a plastic cover.
UMD. Yeah.
That's the one, UMD. I keep seeing them in charity shops. I walk past the charity shop every now and again, and you see PSP video or whatever was written on the side. Keep seeing them, and I'm just like, now I feel old.
I was addicted to one of those games called Hot Pixel, where you had different mini games in there. I thought, wow, that was good.
Like the loads of games in one.
Yeah, micro games.
What was I playing? I played.
Had Ridge Racer as well at the time.
Oh, I loved Ridge Racer. Yeah. What did I play? I was playing SmackDown versus Raw on the PSP. I spent so many hours playing that game. Unreal.
Burnout Legends. Burnout Legends was the one I used to play on it.
That was another one. Burnout Legends. Trying to think of the games for the PSP that, like, I think it was mainly the SmackDown versus Raw game series that I played a lot of.
Yeah.
Because I used to like doing the career mode on there. I used to love that. I used to spend so many hours playing that. There was that. Then I moved on to the PS Vita. I think the only thing that let the PS Vita down was probably the touchpad on the back.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that slowed down what it could do. Because it's touch responsive, and it was like the touchpad on the PS5 controller. Do you agree though that the PS Vita was way ahead of its time for what it was?
It was, yeah.
Because of I think like if they were gonna do what they've done with the PS, what's it bloody called now? What's the new one? The handheld with a screen on it. The
PlayStation Portal.
That's the one.
It's more like a remote player, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just like again having a screen in your hands, and you could do that with your phone. Yeah, that's the only downside. You just don't don't have to charge it or keep a charger plugged in when you're using it to keep your phone battery from dying. Yeah, if they were going to do a PS Vita now, I think they'd have to do it the same way they've done that with the screen and the controller. Because I think the concept is there with it being like a PS5 controller and the thumbsticks being either side and it being the same size as a PS5 controller and everything and the whole, what are they called? What are the triggers called on the PS5? Adaptive triggers, what are they called?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, adaptive triggers. Like, they're doing everything right with it. I think the only mistake they made was making it a remote play style device rather than having its own games. Or an even better idea would be for them to allow you to download part of your game.
Yeah.
So, like, say now you've got, I don't know, let's use Crash for an example. You got Crash Bandicoot on the PS5. Transfer it to the portal and be able to play that on the go. And then save it and let it transfer your saves back and forth. How cool would that be?
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
I think that's where they've gone wrong with it. But I think Sony are going to be sly. I think the PS5 Pro is coming out soon.
Yes.
I think they got something in the works. There's going to be another PS Portal type thing coming out, but where you can do that. I think they're working on something like that. That's what I think. I think it's going to be like here's a PS5 Pro. Oh, and by the way, here's a PS Portal 2 or something like that. Just to slam the sales of the Switch 2. Because I think that's how I think Sony are going to play it. I think they're going to go, here's a PS5 Pro. Also, here's a PS Portal 2. And they're going to go hand in hand with each other and be able to do other stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that will stop. They'll try and slow down the sales of the Switch 2, which has been, well, it's rumored to be announced this week, but we haven't had anything yet. So who knows? Who knows what Nintendo are up to and if they'll let the leaks continue and whatnot, because it's the leaks are going everywhere at the minute. If you put in Switch 2 into Google, you're going to get hit with like all sorts of stuff. It's mad. Talking of the PS5 Pro, by the way, you've got a PS5, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
Which one have you got? Because I've got the original PS5.
Oh, I do have the original. Yeah.
You got the disc one, have you? Yes. I got the digital one.
Why did you buy that?
So this is my thing. I didn't think I would use discs on the PS5. I purely went for like what was in my library from before, and the fact I used to buy all my games on the PlayStation Store. But I do regret it. Like I've openly said this, I regret getting a digital one because I've got PS4 games on my shelf. They're just sat there doing nothing now, and I should have just been like, yeah, I may not use them all the time, but it's nice to have the option. Like, Primal HD said to me the other day, he went and got Grand Theft Auto, what do you get? Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 3 on disc, secondhand, like 15 quid, and I was just like, oh man, you know,
my disc collection, for PS5 is pretty appalling.
Have you got what's your disc?
Have a guess how many discs I've got.
I want to say in the 15 to 20 region.
2.
Oh, what?
PS5, 2 PS5 discs. That sounds pretty poorly, isn't it?
2 games?
Yeah. Most of it's digital at the minute. Yeah.
That's mad. I didn't expect you to say 2. I was expecting like 5 or 6, and you came up with 2. I was like, okay.
I need to develop my collection a bit more better, to be honest with you.
I think digital is the way to go if you don't use discs, and if you don't do the secondhand route, if you just want to like buy games on release from the store and whatnot. But I do like what they've done with the Slim, where you can attach a disc drive to it. I think that's one of my pet peeves is I jumped into it I jumped into buying a PS5 for Gran Turismo 7.
Yeah.
And like, I loved that game. I spent so many hours doing the licenses and stuff and raging at it because I couldn't do the licenses. And I paid, I think it was like 35 quid for it on the PlayStation Store. And that was on the sale. And then, like, as stupid as it sounds, a week later, was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace come up. PS5, Gran Turismo 7, tenner. I was like, oh, for God's sake, man. You know how it is when you get something?
Yeah.
And then, yeah. I was absolutely livid. But then they obviously announced the PS5 Slim and PS5
Well,
Pro.
I've got for a big edition on that one.
Yeah.
The anniversary.
Yeah, they've gone.
That was about, what, 70 quid or more?
Yeah.
I don't remember much of it.
I do like the 30th anniversary PS5s they've done, the controllers. It's got the original grey PlayStation finish on it.
It does look gorgeous, but
It does.
My God, what on earth was the pricing?
It's the same with the Pro though.
Horrible.
The price on the Pro is like $699 in the UK, was it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
like for 45% compared to what the PS5 does now.
Here's a big kicker. You got to buy the disc drive for separate.
Yeah, like they didn't chuck that in the friggin' presentation, did they? Oh, by the way, here's a price bunch of 700 quid for a brand new system that does 45% more this, and this. Oh, and on a side note, it's got no friggin' disc drive. You got to buy that separately and all.
I think I made a big mistake with that. I think it should have been with the disc drive on that.
If you're going to charge, that's what I was going to say. The price on it, you have to include a disc drive for that. Jesus Christ! Have you seen eBay and Amazon and stuff like that at the moment?
I didn't look because I know best.
So everyone's buying the disc drives, for the PS5, and it's just like because they know as soon as the Pro comes out, people are going to go, oh, I'm going to go to Amazon, I'm going to go to eBay. I'm going to look for a disc drive on the cheap.
Yeah.
And no one's going to be able to get them because these guys are scalping them left, right, and center. They're going to put them up like twice as much.
Oh, yeah. History repeats itself, really. When it originally launched for PS5, didn't it?
I think, I don't think this PS5 Pro will be out long before we get an announcement about a PS6.
No, they're already in development. I've read that.
I was going to say, I read exactly the same thing. I was like, because Sony have obviously come out themselves and said that the PS5 is reaching the end of its life cycle. And then go, oh, by the way, here's a new PS5 Pro. I have a £700 price mark on that. But it's at the end of its life cycle, by the way. Like, what are you doing, Sony?
Good, does it? It doesn't look good on them, does it?
That literally looks like a money marketing ploy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of saying, oh, by the way, the car that you now have is running out of time. It's going to conk out on you. But have a new set of wheels. It's still going to conk out on you in 6 months' time, but have a new set of wheels. Have a new splash of paint. Have a new horn. It's still going to conk out on you in 6 months' time.
Scary. If that's how the market's going to work in future, oh my God.
I think we're going down the road of scalpers are going to ruin a lot of things.
Yeah.
Especially with Sony not putting enough units out on release for the PS5. I think Nintendo have got the strategy right. Like you could get a Switch anytime you wanted. Anytime, any place you went to stores, they had it. And that's not for a lack of not selling. Like it's I think, don't quote me exactly, it's still the number one selling console to date, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Because they did the right thing. They put enough units out on release. It's bonkers. Really is bonkers. Let's do a little section. Obviously you're a content creator as well. You do what me and you do. We create content online. What was your first experience with streaming? Like, where did yours start?
2005 on the old YouTube before we even got to live streaming. To be fair, all the video uploads, and then it was like 2015, 10 years later when Twitch. I started on Twitch, to be honest.
Yeah. So what did you start doing? Were you doing videos to start with, or were you doing?
I was doing video, like short upload videos, yeah, on YouTube about 10 years before Twitch.
Yeah. How did you get into it? Like, what made you start doing it?
I just enjoyed sharing the best of what I game on, to be honest, and just upload them. Bam, there you go.
So my first experience with streaming came in the form of Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
I seen 2 options on it. Stream. It said stream, and then obviously it takes you to the 2 panels, and it said YouTube and Twitch, and I was like, oh, I don't know what these are, but I'm gonna give it a go.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, I set up an account, and I was like, oh, I'm addicted.
This on the old PS4, isn't it? The live stream.
The PS3?
PS3, my God.
PS3 or PS Black Ops 2? PS3.
My God, PS3 started it all off, didn't it?
Yeah, PS3. Because the 360 had the same thing. And then they had problems with it streaming to Twitch. So they took Twitch off and they just did YouTube. And then they took it off altogether then. But that's when mine started. Like, I literally clicked on it and was like, ooh, what does this do? And I was like playing around. I obviously then Googled Twitch and whatever. And I think it was not long. It was not long just being renamed from Justin TV to Twitch.
Yeah.
I remember getting confused why there was 2. There was Justin TV, and then it was obviously Twitch had been the rename for it. But everywhere I was looking for it was saying Justin TV this, Justin TV that. Twitch.
I think it was PS4, and then it started to really kick off with live streaming natively in the consoles, didn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
It was the PS4 and the Xbox One. Because that was the Xbox One was where Beam started on. I'm gonna hit people in the fields now.
Yeah.
Beam was on the Xbox One.
Yep.
Beam. Yeah, it was Beam on the Xbox One.
Never made it across to PlayStation.
No. I actually think that's a licensing thing with Twitch.
Yeah.
I think Twitch has a thing with PlayStation where they, because why wouldn't Sony put Mixer on there when Mixer blew up? It made no sense. Like, it was, I think there's a licensing agreement there with Twitch.
Yeah.
Because of PlayStation would have made like
on YouTube. Yeah, probably.
On YouTube. They would have sold like so much more. Just from like people being able to stream directly from the console.
Yeah.
And it was easy enough to set up. Like, you go in, you click your stream now, and then it opens the app. And then boom, where you go, and you got your camera. You can.
I remember that was my first experience of that. PS4.
Was that your first?
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I hated with the PS4 over the Xbox for streaming, with the Xbox, you could plug in a webcam, any webcam, and plug it in, and it would work. Yeah. You couldn't do that with the PS4, though. You had to have a Sony specific camera.
PlayStation Eye.
Yeah, the PlayStation Eye, or like the new, what's it called? PS. Friggin' hell, what was it called? It came with the wands.
Oh, PlayStation Move.
That's the one. PlayStation Move camera.
Yeah.
That was my only gripe with PlayStation over the whole streaming thing, was that you had to have a PlayStation camera for it to work, whereas Microsoft, you plugged in, with Xbox even, you plugged in a camera and it'd work straight away.
Yeah.
Because I remember when that was all kicking off, the whole like streaming from a console thing, and Beam was blowing up a bit. It was like doing really well, and there was rumors that Microsoft were going to buy it. So I started watching Beam at the beginning of like when I started on Twitch. So I started on Twitch in 2016.
Yeah.
Properly, so under my name that I'm under now. And I was like, oh, I wonder if there's other platforms, blah, 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 blah. Found Beam and come across a guy called Mr. Boomstick.
I remember him, yes.
I bloody knew you'd know him.
Yeah. He's changed his name, hasn't he?
I don't know what he's under now. But he had sounds underneath his stream and you could play them and they'd obviously go off on stream and whatnot. And I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. And then I was like scrolling through it and I found Nozzabox. And he was the first UK guy that I found on it. I was like, oh my God, finally someone from the UK, because the American accent, don't get me wrong, I love it. But there's only so much I can put up with when playing games or watching someone play games. Because of the way
Barrel
they can...
Gaming, that's his name.
What is it?
That's very good. Yeah, Double Barrel Gaming now.
Is he Double Barrel Gaming? Oh my God! Does he still stream though?
I'm looking. I think he's on YouTube in a minute. Yeah, it's a YouTuber.
Oh, you know what you gotta do? You gotta send me that link. I need to go and drop him a message and be like, by the way, you were my first experience on Beam, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I went over to, I obviously found Nozza, which you know.
Yeah, Nozzabox, yeah.
Good old Nozzabox. He's renamed his himself now. He's Nozza One Hand. Yep. He's doing YouTube at the minute, and I think he's doing Kick. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Also, I met him at EGX a few years ago. Oh, so down to earth, man. He's freaking cool as hell. He was one of the first British guys that I came across on Beam. I think he was playing... What was he playing? He was playing PUBG.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. He was playing PUBG and he was telling me about like Beam and he was like, oh, do you do streaming? What this, that, and the other? I said Twitch. And he said, try it. Try Beam. Give it a go. And like, I set my account up and I was doing... If I remember, I started doing Twitch for 2 days and Beam for 2 days on and off. So doing like 2 days Twitch, 2 days Beam.
Yeah.
And then obviously like the whole thing was doing really well. I decided to make the jump to Beam. Then Microsoft bought it and renamed it Mixer.
Yeah,
they did the whole grinding thing, did the whole partnership, everything. That was wicked. That experience in itself was just amazing. Like I figured out the time zones for the games I was playing and where like the top guys would drop off. So like I was playing, I think it was, what was I playing? I was playing Call of Duty, but I can't remember which one it was at the time. It might have been, what was it called? One of the older Call of Duties. It might have been Black Ops 3.
Oh.
But I can't remember which one it was, but one of them, so there was an American on before me that would be top of the category on, say, like 30 viewers. And then when they jumped off, because I was second in the category, I would be then first. And people would find me. So, like, that's how I used that as a strategy to get partnered. And it worked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's stupid, but it worked. And, like, it was just the timing of it all. I had to make sure that I was streaming at the right time. When they come off, I went on, this, that, and the other. And I noticed it wasn't just me. There was another guy doing exactly the same thing. So we'd be like fighting to get on there first. And it just worked. It just friggin' like, people would come over, they'd say, hey, hang out. They obviously got to know my personality. And then that's what got me into partnership with Mixer. How was your transition? Like, how were you finding the whole Mixer? Because you were on Mixer, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
So you started on YouTube. Then you did the streaming on Twitch back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find like the whole streaming experience? Like, what's your... Because we've got a little bit of history, haven't we?
Yeah, we did. I couldn't find anywhere else that's been any more fantastic than Mixer.
Yeah.
Until they ruined it all.
Yeah, when they sold us to Facebook Gaming, and the day that I'll never forget when D woke me up from him, he phoned me. He was, because I was streaming, I had a nap. So I was streaming, I had a nap, and he woke me up. He was like, "Have you seen the news?" I was like, "No," and he said, "Go and check Twitter now." And I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck's going on?" I thought they'd signed Doc, because that was the rumor at the time that Doc was going to sign with Mixer. And it was the opposite.
That was after Ninja and
Shroud
Ninja went out. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then the announcement was that they were closing and this, that, and the other, and they were
another one. King Overline that went over there, didn't he?
Yeah, King. That's it. Yeah, he went over as well. There was rumors of like all the big streamers going over. Doc, Pokimane. Oh, what's her name? Because they were trying to bring people over to help build. Amaranth, that was it. She was meant to go over. There was loads, like so many people going over, and then the announcement was that they were closing their doors and they were being bought out by Facebook. And that everyone's partnership agreement was going to Facebook. Yeah. And I remember me and Dean made the same decision. We're not going to Facebook. Facebook isn't a gaming. Facebook isn't a streaming platform. I'm sorry. If I wanted to stream to my granny and my my high school friends, I wouldn't do it on Facebook.
Exactly what I thought. Yeah,
but like,
yeah,
they screwed over UK guys. To start,
never did care really. I don't think that's my take on it.
The platform never grew. They I don't know if you knew this. The partnership agreement for UK people versus US was totally different. In the US, you could stream to any platform at the same time as Facebook. Yeah. If you were a UK-based streamer, you weren't allowed to even stream outside of Facebook. So if you're not streaming on Facebook, you couldn't stream to Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. You were solely stuck to Facebook, and that's why I couldn't do it. I was like, nope, this isn't going to be good. This isn't going to be a good experience. And from everyone I've spoken to that went over, none of them got the payout that they agreed to as well. From Facebook. Like, it was just bonkers. No one got the payout that was agreed when you transferred over and did 6 months or whatever it was they wanted you to do. It was nowhere near like what they planned. And now look at it. Platform's friggin' dead.
Yeah.
And now we got things like Kick and YouTube live streaming and YouTube vertical streaming and TikTok. We're not going to get started on TikTok because I'll be here for friggin' 5 hours. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to the whole beginning of Twitch when we met. Me and you, I can't remember how we found each other. I think it was like Aerox Gaming. Her name ring any bells?
Yeah.
I thought that might hit you in the feels because I remember we obviously there was gaming communities over there and streaming communities and stuff. I remember Aerox Gaming. I think me and you were part of that. There was an event coming up, EGX.
Yeah.
And I set up a community called ENC Gaming Network.
I remember
that hits me back. Yeah, friggin' hell. That's going back a while. And there was a misunderstanding between us, wasn't there? There was a
unfortunately,
yeah. This is why we get on so well now, because we understand that it was just a misunderstanding on both parts. Like,
oh yeah, of course.
And it took a little while. But we got there and we were just like, mate, this is just one big fucking misunderstanding.
It is. It wasn't it?
It was just a stupid misunderstanding. Like, you put it on there for the sake of promoting the communities that you were in. And it looked like from the angle that you could see it was only the ENC badge, which is why I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I haven't got a clue what this guy's trying to do to me. What's he doing?
There's quite a few other ones.
Yeah, that was just it. Like, it was just a big, it was a big misunderstanding, and like, Oh, it was so stupid. When we look back at it now, it looks so stupid
Really?
and just
Yeah.
like, but we've made up for lost time.
Oh yeah.
We've made up for lost time. We've been like, I've been helping you with the shorts thing and helping you with that, and you've been helping me with stuff in mine. And it's just been so nice having a fresh view on the whole streaming experience. And like, because you're multi-streaming now, and you're doing Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok.
Yes. X and Twitter, or X. Twitter. You don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you've got Twitter Premium, haven't you?
Yes, I do. That's
why
how
you
I do
can
it. Yeah,
that's how because you can't stream to Twitter without Premium. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, from my understanding of it. Yeah.
What's your schedule at the moment? Like, what are you? Because obviously you've got a little one at home, haven't you?
Yeah, I've recently started changing it. So 10, so about daytime it'll be 10:30 TikTok, and then evening time will be like other platforms.
Yeah.
So it'll be when the same time we started recording this. So it was about 8:30.
Yeah.
Shortly after, I think. I normally stream 8:30 in the evening to the other platforms. So it's been working all right, I think.
How are you finding the whole multi-streaming thing now?
I feel much happier with that. Yeah.
I think once you take away the pressure of the platforms and you just go with it. And I've said this with donkey's years, like once you take away the numbers game and you just stream for the fun of it, it just makes it so much easier. You're not pressured by anything.
That's all I wanted to do. That's all my aim was originally, to stream for the fun of it.
Yeah, I think too many people get caught up in the numbers now, and it's just more fun. And the money, Let's go down a Kick road real quick, right? Take Kick for example. Kick are offering a 95 to 5% split on sub revenue.
Yeah,
and like, I don't see Kick as a platform that's going to challenge Twitch the same way that Mixer did.
No, of course not.
Because of the way that it's.
I feel it's dead now. No one's doing it.
I haven't seen like Kick on Twitter in like yonks. I haven't seen the people that I follow. Like, I don't see any of them on advertising Kick and whatnot. It went like it was going to take some boots to Twitch and like gave it a good run, but it just died off. There was just so much stuff going on. And it just fell short. I think it just didn't really work.
No, of course not. If I'd say from my recent experience, I've got rid of mine channel. It's the only thing I've found is it's now just in chat. All you get is bots going into stream chat. Hey, do you want to buy your graphics design, or do you want to boost your views up on Kick? All that. I was like, oh my god.
That was my experience. I tried Kick for a day. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna literally scream. I could tell by the moment they came in that they were trying to sell graphics, and it winds me right up. I was like, oh my god, like another viewer that's trying to sell me graphics. Like, go away.
I just got so sick of it recently. I thought, I'm closing my channel down. I'm not coming back again.
See,
literally nobody came over apart from those.
This is my argument with Kick, right? And this is something I've said quite openly. I think Kick's split, the 95 to 5% split thing is fantastic. But what you've got to remember is Kick is like what Mixer was first like. It's full of streamers and not enough viewers.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the point of a 95 to 5% split if there's no viewers there? Don't get me wrong, a 95 to 5% sub split would be fantastic if there was viewers. But it's a dead platform. It's like, I'm going to throw some head scratches at you now.
Yeah.
Remember D-Live?
Oh, all about the treasure boxes, weren't it?
Yep. Trovo?
Same way, yes.
Glimish? All dead platforms.
Oh my god, that was the worst experience. Glintlamish. Oh my god.
All dead platforms, all of them.
Yeah.
Trovo and D-Live are still active. Like there's still people over there, but it's not like nowhere near what Kick is trying to do. But that's it. Like that's the experience you have. You've got to go where you feel comfortable at the end of the day. If you want to go to Kick and stream to no viewers or 30 viewers and no chatters and no chance of someone coming in unless they're trying to sell you graphics. then do you, boo.
It's not only that. You get people getting genuine followers say, I'm getting 30 odd plus emails saying you're going live on Kick.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Well, I gave up on it.
On like a personal note, I think streaming wise, you've got to go where you feel comfortable. If you want to multi-stream, multi-stream. If you want to concentrate on one platform, concentrate on one platform. You've got to go where you feel comfortable. And to me, Kick didn't make me feel comfortable, which is why I tried it, didn't like it. Trovo, tried it, didn't like it. D-Live, tried it, didn't like it. All I do now is YouTube and Twitch now and again when I feel like it.
Yeah.
And it's just like I feel more comfortable on YouTube because I work like 48 hours a week. Apart from this week, but I've had the week off. And it's been so nice. don't get me wrong, it's been really, really nice being able to get up, chill, stream, come off, chill, play some games, go to bed. But like, no, I'm looking forward to going back to work Monday. It'll be interesting. It'll be really, really interesting after going a week full of streaming. It'll be really, really good. What are your goals for streaming? Like, what's your? Because I know you do it for the setup for the fun of it. Do you have any goals for stream? What would your overall goal be?
Just enjoy myself and build a proper community. That's about it, really. Anything else, if it gets partnered in that, I'll call that as a bonus. To be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Like the whole streaming thing should be what you want it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's gonna be a good, good experience for you as well as the viewers. Yeah. The reason I started looking at YouTube was because of the ads on Twitch. Like I get that you can sub and you can take the ads away, or you can buy Twitch Turbo, but like Twitch forcing 8 ads is a bit much.
Oh yeah.
It just takes away from the experience, doesn't it? It's like I don't know, there's something about ads and I'm not keen on them.
I'm not, but there you
go. Right. I think we've hit the nail on the head. I think we've gone through your questions. We've had a little chat about the PS5 and the PS Portal and all that sort of stuff. Batch, where can these guys find you?
You can find me on Twitch.
Give them all your links, baby. Give them all your links. If there's a chance to spam me, now's your time. Hit them.
Yeah. Twitch.tv/BatchGaming, TikTok.com/@BatchGaming, YouTube.com/BatchGaming.
You get the idea. It's at BatchGaming.
Apart from, most of it's on, most of my socials are BatchGaming on the end, apart from Facebook, to be honest.
All of his links will be... He's still going.
Facebook.com/official BatchGaming. So,
good man. All of his links will be down below in the About Me section of the podcast, by the way. So if you didn't catch some of them, they'll all be down below in the episode description. I can't believe how close we are together in terms of age. I thought you were younger than me. That's completely utterly blown my mind.
I'm amazed I'm a bit older than you, to be honest. Wow.
But we've had a hell of an episode, and I'm really glad you got to come and experience the D&D show.
Thank you very much for having me, mate. It's been
no problem at all. We will definitely. So you're the first guest on season 3.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you're the first. Like, there was plans. Yeah, you get to be the first guest for season 3. There's a few more in the pipeline. I just need to wait for some T's and I's and dots and all of that to cross for some people. But it's so good having guests on as well, and just like getting an experience of how their gaming experience was and whatnot. And thank you so much for being a part of the D&D show.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you in a little bit. Do you want to say goodbye?
Yep. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the next episode of the D&D show. With me, it's the Danny C Show, and I think D's back on the next episode. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.
Bye.